what's pop? It's him, what's pop?
Hola.
Hola. Long time no see.
I know, I feel like it's been forever.
She was a little sick, but she's back in good health.
I'm back.
You
I
know,
feel good.
feeling good, looking good, girlfriend.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you.
Thanks to you and the beat. Shout out to Chelsea on the
Show me
ones
the
and
highlighter.
twos. Shout out to Chelsea.
Thank you, girlfriend.
Not good lighting, but it's a good beat. It's a good beat.
We got good beats going on or whatever. So, today we wanted to talk about the importance of self-work. Working on yourself, the importance of that. And we have a question for you guys at the end that we want to ask, because we know that everybody or everyone or someone, if you haven't dealt with this issue, then
You will.
kudos to you. Yeah, you
But
probably
will.
will. Or know somebody that's going through it or whatever. So this is a really, really important topic about mental health that we wanted to address. So, okay. So the importance of self-work. What happens when you ignore addressing the issues and problems that make you feel uncomfortable? Whether it had been some type of childhood trauma, a divorce, something that happened at a job, losing a family member, whatever it is that causes you some type of uncomfortable feeling and forces you to create a or run towards typically an unhealthy coping mechanism. And I wanted to go over really quickly the meaning of coping mechanism. I mean, it's kind of clear, but I just wanted to break it down just in case you don't know. So coping mechanism means there are ways to which external or internal stress is managed, adapted to, or acted upon. Susan Folkman and Richard Lazarus define coping as constantly changing cognitive and behavioral efforts to manage specific and external or internal demands that are appraised as taxing. Okay. Now, there are unhealthy coping strategies and there are healthy coping strategies. Health and coping strategies could be working out, going to the gym, deep breathing techniques, relaxation skills, muscle relaxation skills, learning how to reduce stress and to calm down worrying. Okay, so those are some healthy mechanisms and ways of dealing with coping. But then there's also
Unhealthy.
yeah.
And that's what we tend, well, me personally, I know I can lead towards the unhealthy more.
Me too. I like to Mary Jane, smoke the Mary Jane, and sometimes when I'm stressed, I can get excessive with that. For some people, it's alcohol. For some people, it's food. For some people, it's sex. For some people, it's shopping.
For me, it's D, all the above. All the above.
We all have these kind of issues, right? So it kind of comes from not really addressing uncomfortable feelings. Okay, and you can address uncomfortable feelings by doing something simple as getting a journal and kind of jotting it down, because a lot of times when you jot things down, it won't be so those thoughts won't be so repetitive if you just get down what you need to on pen and paper. Talk to a therapist.
I think, first of all, you have to acknowledge it.
Yes.
Acknowledge
Yes.
that these things
Yes.
make you uncomfortable.
Right.
This makes you insecure.
Mm-hmm.
You have to acknowledge these things and be able to self-reflect and just think back on things. And once you acknowledge it, I feel like then you'll be able to make the next steps in the right direction.
Right. So I definitely think it's important to kind of sit down and do an audit on your life. And figure out what's going well for you, what's working out, and what's not, because you deserve to have a peace of mind. So you kind of got to do that audit to figure out what you need to filter out so you can be at, your greatest version of the greatest version of yourself. And
And things that are taking like too much of your energy.
yeah,
That's not allowing you to be
vampires.
your greatest self.
Yeah,
If you see it's too much of this that's causing you this, get rid of it
that's simple. That's simple.
during the audit, right?
Right, right. And you have to abandon the fear of being lonely or being alone or what may happen without, after the audit, after you kind of clear out these things. I know we are creatures of habits, but sometimes you just have to step out of your shell and really just try something new. Um, because when you have unhealthy coping methods, right? At some point, the novelty of those coping methods are going to wear off, right? So seeking out help, whether you talk to a psychiatrist, a therapist, whether you write in the journal, whether you get self-help books, whether you watch a crap load of self-help videos on YouTube, you start meditating, whatever it is, find positive ways, because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you're kind of just sitting around not doing anything, or you're just doing your mundane job and coming home and falling asleep or whatever, don't do that. Create an itinerary for yourself each day, some type of schedule that you can adhere to, something that you can do, something that you can look forward to.
And find like-minded friends.
Yeah.
And people who are going in the same direction.
Yeah, your tribe, your vibe is your tribe. So those are some kind of helpful temptations. And my question to you guys is, what happens when the novelty wears off? So what are kind of your unhealthy go-tos when you're at dis-ease, when you're not comfortable?
I know mine are shopping,
Shopping, me too.
drinking,
Me,
sleeping. I sleep a lot.
sleeping for me, not me, so more so with drinking, but with, like I said, Mary Jane, smoking, sleeping, just spending money recklessly. um I got a whole list.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys have one too. So interact with us about this topic. Let's build each other up, and let's start taking accountability for our own mental health.
And encourage somebody.
Yeah.
You see somebody sad, or they're not being themselves. Encourage them.
Yeah, check on them. Check
Yeah.
on your peoples. Love you guys as always. Mwah.